What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today, more Dragon Ball. We are moving on to Season 3. Season 3 pretty much confirmed to be next week at this point. Earlier today, pretty early today actually, in my time, East Coast time, US, right? They had a stream in Japan with Season 3, the first look we actually got at Season 3. So they're going all out with this one. So if you remember last year, so Season 2, we had a system balance, right, where we kept basically the same game balance, and then just reflecting new system mechanics. Then after like a month and a half or so, they were like, alright, here are the character changes. And when they showed the character changes, first they showed off like 2 or 3 things per character that they thought people would like changes they would like. They're usually pretty vague about these things, like this is faster now, or this is stronger now, or something. And then after like 5 more days or so, the day before the patch or so, they give you a more complete list of changes to look over. So today was different though. We got both system changes and character changes seemingly in the same patch. No system notes, but because it was a stream, of course, people took notes, checked out things like the new snap, the new key charge. That's definitely vanished. What's funny about this is that it was used so little that I didn't know what the input was. But yes, this new thing, because it beats Ki Blast now, a bunch of new changes and stuff, and they also shared some character notes. And character-wise, they did the same thing as last year. Like they just shared a couple of things about each character that they thought people would like. So I want to start here before going into system mechanic stuff tomorrow. I'm just gonna go in ABC order through the cast, and let's just jump right into it. So 16 is first. So 16 is technically banned in Season 2. As I said before, he's banned. They really went ham on him. He went from being basically one of the best characters in the game to pretty much nobody playing him. And despite getting nerfed over and over and over, people still played him until they screwed up his assist, and now his assist has no block stun. So the main changes they shared for him was that this is faster, giving him a little bit more air mobility. His air mobility is already pretty good, but having more is never a bad thing. And his B-type assist is said to be a projectile, so this is pretty much the only thing it could be. It could be JS also. If it's JS, it's pretty good. In theory, of course. 45-degree angles are pretty much proven to be good in the game. This is pretty good. And it would give people a reason to play him, because one of the big themes of this patch I've noticed so far is that they want people to at least feel like they can pick anything. Maybe like long-term, what people end up finding about the game is like, oh, well, there's only like these things you could do. But at least at the start, they don't want you to feel like you can't pick 16 because his assist sucks or because he's like tall or something. They want you to at least feel like you could pick him. Him having this as an assist will definitely help, because people pretty much deaded him after they nerfed this move as an assist. Next, we're going to have 17. 17, a pretty rare character in Season 2. If we're talking about specifically the World Tour, the main example of him is Hirohiro from Japan. It seemed to be combo changes for him, so this move is faster. Most characters have like 10 or 9 frame 5M, so his is pretty slow at 11. So that's a pretty just like quality of life kind of thing. And apparently these two moves are kind of hard to combo with in combos, so that's another combo thing is kind of nice. Now, the last changes are about these dives and how they could change into each other. So normally when you do it, you kind of like just fly one way or fly the other, but now they're making it so that when you do this, you can cancel it in the middle, which is kind of interesting. We'll see what people do with that. I don't actually see this move used that much. We also don't see this character played that much, so we don't even know if how far you could push this move, what you could do with this move, etc. So it seems pretty interesting. Now 18, Android 18. The first change is that her command grab is bigger. This one should be obvious, right? So you have to be pretty close normally, like around, oh wow, like around here. Now it's bigger. We don't know how big. We don't know if it's like super Broly big. We don't know if it's like this. We don't know really. The range tends to vary. Her medium one, of course, moves a little bit farther forward, right? But it's not like that huge. Just like, ugh, little arms. But it reaches farther, that's definitely good. And now this. So this has always been a kind of like slept on move. So if you don't know what this does, when 17 appears on the screen, if you call an assist, he blows it up. But they're letting him call something else. They're letting him do something else if you press an additional input. So depending on what that is, that could be pretty good, because like you can like use him pretty freely like this, as you see. But like when you do that, you can't, like, let's say they call an assist like this. So when you do that, you don't get the follow-up attack, right? So even though like you can cancel him being on the screen into stuff, him having another option is definitely like a good thing. So over here, 21. So 21 finally getting the change that people wanted for mad long. She's gonna have a slide knockdown, no meter, you just do the move. She gets a slide knockdown. It only took 2 years for her to get this, but she's gonna have it. And then when you hit somebody with this super, you get your whole stock. That is a pretty interesting change. From the beginning, so I mean, when she ended up developing, you know, like steals were like a nice thing, you know, but when the game dropped, people were like, oh, are people gonna like optimize around steals and stuff like that? I feel like this is a way to get people to engage with them more, make her stand out a little bit more. That is a pretty unique thing about her, that technically the way you play her against teams varies depending on what steals you get. That's kind of interesting. So this will give you access to them even more often than before, which is kind of nice. Bardock, our good friend Bardock. So J236H is easy to DC into. I think they're talking about not this super. I think they actually mean this super. But I'm not sure. This note is actually kind of weird. But this is his B assist. So I actually was kind of worried. Not worried. Hopeful. Hopeful is actually a better word. Not worried. I was hopeful that this would be his B assist. Because you know how I feel about assists that go up. So I was hoping that would be his B assist, but it's actually this. This already has mad blocks on now, so I think it looks like Bardock will endure another year. He'll have a block stun assist, and a tackle assist, and whatever the C assist is. I think likely it's gonna be, because one hit too, right? So it might be like base Goku's assist. That would be really, really good. Next, I gotta scroll down here. We got Beerus. So it's now ground bounces. It looks like ground bounces now, though. The note says that ground bounces. I would need a Beerus expert definitely tell me what's up. It looks like a combo change though. Combo change though are mostly like, it'll affect the game in general, but it's mostly like for people who play the character. His C assist has a wide AoE. They should just say it's a DP. Like, just say it's this. I feel like it's this. I don't know what else it would be. I mean, it could be this, I guess. And he hits them all at the same time? I don't know. This is the obvious one to me, though. Which is good. Of course, this controls a mad space. This would be like a new type of assist, pretty much. If it didn't have like the DP properties, it's just like, oh my god, look at all this space. Even if this is a Ki Blast assist, right? Because if I recall correctly, and let's see, yeah. So even if you could super dash through it, this is still a crazy assist because of how much space it controls. All right, so next group. So first we're gonna start off with Broly. So Broly, his 214S has less recovery. That's obviously Nightmare because this already has like no recovery. It'll be pretty hard to punish. I don't actually know how the devs feel about like zoning. Like this, of course, was mad good. Like Broly was mad good. Broly did really well. The kill stage did really well in season 2. They added a bunch of anti-Ki Blast stuff. He already is good against zoning, of course. So this being faster, I mean, it already looks really fast, right? His second assist, his B assist, is multiple Ki Blasts from the air. Pretty obvious it should be this type of thing. That's mad good. Another 45-degree assist. Can't complain. For people who play him, you know you can't like aim it here, right? So it seems pretty straightforward. As it's gonna be like this kind of thing. That's kind of nice. Super Broly. So Super Broly, this move apparently moves even farther forward. Like it already moves a little bit forward, but apparently not enough. They don't say that it's slower. This move is 6 frames. It's gonna be really stupid. I can already tell. B and C assists are both long-range projectiles, so that's pretty vague. This is a great example of how vague they could be with some of their descriptions, because he has like this, he has this, he has this, he has this. He's got a lot of projectiles that work in long range, so that doesn't really say anything. But at least we have an idea. It's probably like one of these many projectiles. He's got like 4. So Kid Buu, one of the heroes, villains, menaces of Season 2 and Season 1, the game. Combo change first, so this just easier to combo when someone's in the air. This does more damage. And his B assist is a rush type assist that is that's faster than his old assist. So this is, we're all familiar with this by this point. Out of these moves, I think when they say rush assist, it probably has to be that, right? Like, and I mean, actually, thinking about it too, it is that, because they showed it. I'm pretty sure they showed it in that 5-minute clip that they showed where they were talking about the initial changes they wanted to do to the game. They showed that he had this assist. So there we go. He's got wheels assist. That's cool. Majin Buu. Okay. So this combos now. Which I think implicitly says that this move is faster. As B assist locks the opponent down. Out of these, it would probably have to be this. This is probably the only one. It could actually be this too. It could actually be that too. One or the other. That seems really, really good for offense for him. Remember, Majin Buu is like pretty technical, and when he's out, he already revolves around like resets and setups like that. So him having an assist like that, because his current assist is not bad, but it's pretty hard to use. So this would be like, people be like, oh my god, if I want to rush down, if I want to mix up, if I want setups, I need this, which is a good thing for him. Cell. So Cell, they gave him back. So one of the universal changes to the game is that it's really hard to do like cross-ups with moves. It's really, really hard to do cross-ups with moves. And they're saying that you could cross up with this. And I'm assuming this. So this is not saying that it's not doable, because it is, but in the game in general, like a lot of moves don't hit like that anymore. I had to get to a pretty specific spacing to do this. Maybe they made it easier. I want to see it, but just generally in the game, like especially compared to Season 1, like for example, in Season 1, Kid Buu could do like this. Oh, see, I can't. It will never happen anymore. So Kid Buu would pull you out the corner, and that would like go behind you, but they changed it so that never ever happens anymore. Even if you try to like jump and do it like this in sparking, let's say you're in sparking, right, and you try to get behind, you'll never ever hit behind with this move. So that's a pretty interesting change, because again, it's just something different compared to the rest of the system. His B type assist rushes forward to opponent. I mean, honestly, it's pretty much this, right? Because I think we saw perfect attack, and the perfect attack teleported over there, so I think that's the C type. So the only other option for B is probably this, which is good. We'd have to see. Now, next is Cooler. So this has more untech time, definitely a combo thing. And the C type is the Beam. So Beam, this gives Cooler both DP assist and DP assist and Beam assist. So two of the most important types of assists in the game he has. Pretty motivating if you want to like play him. Alright, so next up we got Frieza. So Frieza now, one of the changes is that you can turn off Golden Frieza whenever you want. This is definitely quality of life. So Frieza was pretty rare just overall in the game, despite like, getting buffs over time. But one of the things about fighting him is that Golden Frieza, when he activates his super, right? And I think the only reason people didn't do this is because just, he's really uncommon. When he does this, you look at the clock and then you remember how long the super is, and then you just like keep peeking at it a little bit after fighting against it, and then at the end, of course, he lies on the ground, you can punish him. So him being able to turn it off whenever he wants is definitely really good, because then when you get in and you do what you have to do, get your mix up, whatever, then instead of like having to worry about the clock and him like falling on the ground stuff, you just turn it off and keep playing. Of course, it would depend on how the super, like how the cooldown works, how the turn off works. Like, is it immediate? Is it a super flash with no vulnerability? Like, what is it? But overall, it sounds like a good quality of life change. They also made it so that this beats Super Dash, which I'm actually surprised that's a note. This might be something that like Frieza players everywhere are like, oh my god, I hate this. Wow, that really beats. Okay. You would not actually expect this. Looking at this move, you would not think that Super Dash just beats that move, but okay, that's a good change. All right, now I know. So Ginyu has a new level 3 super. So, and hopefully it's just a reversal that he can do. Because definitely one of the worst things about him is that he doesn't have a normal level 3. He has this, which you can charge to level 3, and he has, of course, body swap. So they're giving him an additional level 3, and that level 3 is his DHT level 3. So if you look at Ginyu like now, so for example, that is the sign of I'm not a Frieza player. This should work though. So the way you do level 3 now is you would like combo. We'll just do like this. You would combo the Milky Cannon and just hold it and like that. But now he has the option of you can do Milky Cannon or you could do his new level 3, which is nice. His B assist calls the Ginyu Force, apparently in order as well. So like the same like Godo, Roku, like the same order like that. Personally, it sounds cool. Personally, I kind of sleep on it though. It sounds like kind of unstable to me that like it's not always the same thing. Like it depends, especially because you gotta think like the game. You have like a cooldown on assist for a significant amount of time, right? So you wait. The first time you press this, you get like a Guldo, and then you gotta wait. And the next time you press it, you get a Raccoon. Like while it sounds interesting, it's not. I mean, like I don't know. I'll have to see how that plays out. Gogeta, moving on to Gogeta, similar to 16, he has a move like this. It got buffed to be faster, and his B assist is this. It's an anti-air assist. Joining Adult Gohan, Teen Gohan, Cooler in the DP group. Right now, his assist is not that. It's this. You've seen it used for like combos and stuff. Really good combos. It has a good amount of blocks on single hit. The main bad thing about his assist is that you can actually, let me see if I can do this easily. You can actually, if Gohan would agree to work with me here. Bruh, okay. You can 2H this with your, unless, yeah, there it is. You can 2H his assist. The timing's kind of weird, but you can 2H his assist. So, one, I hope they change that. Two, it's just nice that, like, he is getting an anti-air assist. One thing I kind of noticed about, I won't say Season 1, Season 2, but just Dragon Ball in general, is like, when they don't, it seems like when they don't know what to give a character as an assist, they give him, like, that. Like, whoa, I'm coming at you. So the more characters with more varied assists, right? Like we saw a couple more beams so far. Majin Buu, some type of gum reset, right? Ginyu gets Ginyu Force. Gogeta getting a beam, not beam, DP. Like more variation. Good, feeling it. Next, Adult Gohan. So this now lets you combo into Super. I guess he needed that. I'm not. Disclaimer, I've never played this character. Reminder, I am the biggest Adult Gohan hater, not player, hater on planet Earth. So I don't know if he needed this to combo into Super, but I guess, because they gave him that. And his C-type assist is a long-range attack. That's pretty vague. He only has a couple. He has this, and he has, of course, Masenko. My hope would be is Masenko, but and if he did have that, he'd be like in the cooler group of having a DP and a beam, which is nice and flexible. Teen Gohan, my good friend. So the first change I actually like is, and this is like a small brain reason for liking this, but they gave him more frame advantage after his level 5, which I think just makes sense. Like you're spending all this extra meter, like yeah, of course it's for damage and killing, but spending that extra meter, I think you get a little bit more to make them stand out more, because there are cases where like and for the most part, you only see people use their level 5s to, especially with Teen Gohan, to kill. So, more frame advantage. More things that he might be able to do. Cool. Don't mind that at all. His B assist is fires a projectile downward. He only has 2. He has this and he has this. If it's this, that's sick. Combos, screen control, 45-degree angle. If it's this, I kind of sleep. But the 4th hit of this pops up, so it's not all bad. Next is Base Goku. Base Goku. So apparently you can Super Dash after Kaioken, after one of the Kaioken enders, which I believe is this one. After this, you could Super Dash. Probably like a combo change is what it looks like. The other thing is about his B assist, which sounds like it's that. It apparently charges your meter and it charges the Spirit Bomb projectile at the same time. That I have to see in play. Like, I don't know if he throws it, if he just charges it, or what. That one sounds a little bit weird. It sounds like it's this move though. This is one I'd have to see in play for sure. On to Goku Black. So we got mad Gokus there to go through right now. So Goku Black first. So this is definitely quality of life change. For the longest time, he could not cancel this into his H normals. This is a huge complaint of Goku Black players. Now you can cancel it into 5H and 2H, which is good. And he can also do 2LL. He could not do that before. And they made this faster. So remember that like SSJ Goku has like the 10 frame 2M. This is 12. Safe on block though, -4, but they made it a little faster, which is good. Assumption, probably 10 frames, but again, assumption, right? GT, so GT, the one I want to say, because they didn't mention it, which is funny, looking at these notes, they didn't mention it, but this does not hard down anymore. Especially if you watch the stream, you would see that this soft downs now. It doesn't hard down like that. But they didn't mention this in this preview notes, which is weird because I feel like that's one of the things people want to change the most. But okay. Instead, they talked about how it's easier to combo with Power Pull, and that his new assist is this. I would have to see this. It's not necessarily bad. It sounds good. But of course, like this is the moneymaker, right? So we will have to see about that. Now, next, Goku Blue. So they made this have a bigger hitbox and this slide knockdowns now, which is kind of nice. This move is really fast and already like pretty good with assists, and people use this for mix-ups already. Or not that move. Oh, they're talking about the ground one. Whoops. The 2 and 4L. So this causes a slide knockdown now, and it's bigger. That's kind of good. Right now, this move is -5, so it's safe. So it being bigger, because it's not going to reach from like here. So it seems like both like pressure tool and combo tool now, which is kind of nice. His A assist, so don't talk about his B assist. His A assist is, which is what we have right now, is this. So it causes a ground bounce instead of a slide knockdown. Definitely listening to the people. Like, first, they buffed him, like, a lot of people, they talk about how Goku Blue is secretly good, blah, 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 and he has all these tools, which he does. He has a lot of tools that are good, but, as usual, it's usually one thing, just one thing that stops people from playing a character, and in his case, it's his assist. So, while I had, like, a decent opinion of the assist, the fact that you can't convert when you hit with it is a huge, huge, huge deal in a game where you are supposed to generally get combos off all your hits. So it ground bouncing, like now you have like the angle, it's like decent speed, hard to hit him, has good block stun, and you're gonna be able to combo off it when it hits randomly, consistently. Sounds like all good changes for him. So next is SSJ Goku, our hero, our friend, everyone's friend, right? The main character himself. So they buffed Kamehameha. It's described as having less of a gap now, so faster. Right now it's 19 frames. I don't know why it needs to be, 18. I don't know why it needs to be easier to use. I'd have to kind of like see it, because like, for example, like we all know like it's airtight, for example. And like at this point we kind of know how to use it. I wonder, the thing that I was thinking about is that like, so here, right, it's pretty slow from full screen, and like if this whiffs, so let me aim it up. If this whiffs, you can't do anything. So I wonder if it got to the point where they were like, man, like people just are running around doing key blasts with Goku's signature move is Kamehameha. People barely use Kamehameha. We need a way for people to use Kamehameha. So I wonder if that's kind of like what they're thinking is right now. His C-type assist, we saw it at the World Tour Finals. It's basically this, but it has like a bunch of punches that follows up on hit. Next is Gotenks, and let me keep going these notes. He can now cancel into other moves during this and this. So he could do it on hit already, at least in the case of punches. So it's like that's already a thing. If you're doing like the dynamite kick, you can't cancel into other stuff, but that sounds pretty flexible. It's gonna look really jank, just like all the other stuff, but pretty flexible. And his level 1 is now faster and easier to combo into. I thought it was already easy to combo into though, so there might be like some nuance, some like situation where the ghosts kind of drop or don't work right. The first change is quite interesting. Like, you don't see, I don't think you see this that much, him comboing into from punches to kicks like that, but being able to do it in both ways is pretty interesting, especially if you could just do it, or if you could do it on blocks. You can't do it on block. It's only on hit right now. It's only the punches. So that seems like a pretty interesting change. And then we have hit. So now, this slides down. This one, the M follow-up slides down, combo thing, right? And now the C-type assist apparently targets people from long range. So we've seen it before. It's pretty much I did the wrong stance. This, we saw him punching from far. This looks mad good as an assist. Hit's assist right now is pretty good. It's a single hit tackle assist with, you know, pretty standard block stun, has a little bit of invincibility on it, but that, because people pick hit, but right now hit is, in my head, he's like a tournament record. And what I mean is like, so he's not common, but he's not rare. He's like in the middle. Like if you're like a really strong player, you'll definitely run into at least one hit in the bracket. And hit is one of those characters who in fighting games where, like, if you compare him to the rest of the characters in the cast, you would be like, oh, this character's okay. Like, he's pretty good. Like, he's not top tier. He's like, you know, like high-ish tier, you know. But in a tournament setting, he functions really, really, really well. And him having this assist on top of that will give people more reason to play him. Because usually, like, the people who play him either, like, have a reason for playing him. Like, they want to, like, play really defensive. They want to use the counter to stop stuff. Or they just like him. But having this assist will definitely give more people a reason to play him. Because, again, one of the reasons people don't pick characters is assists. Now, moving on to Janemba. So, Janemba, his move, like, I've noticed this a couple times already. They will take a move that already has no recovery, or I shouldn't say no, but like little recovery, and they'll be like, we made it have less recovery. This already has, like, I'm not gonna say it has no recovery, but like has pretty low recovery. This move beats Ki Blast, has a big range, and there are versions of the move, so like that one hits normally, but I believe it's this one. This one wall bounces, and this one wall bounces as well. This being faster or less recovery is definitely mad good. His A assist, so when he came out, people really, really, really shit on this assist. I think this assist is okay, better than people give it credit for. Not great, but better than people gave it credit for. And now they gave it more hits, so I'm not sure what it would do for an assist like that, because at least in the context you use it already, it functions the right way. So I'm just thinking like more things for combos, but it was already good for combos too. So that one I'm kind of like, I don't know what that does. So here's El Hermano himself, also a banned character. So if you know anything about him, so you'll know that this parry, I picked the wrong move, I forgot. There you go. Right, so this parry only catches mids and highs, but now it catches lows as well. And they made it so that this has less recovery. Here's another example of a move that has little recovery. that they're giving less recovery. And then he gets combo change. So is this easier to use in combos? This is another question mark, but it might come across like, you know, it moves farther forward, because remember, one of the things about him is like in the corner you're fine, but mid-screen is kind of iffy to use in combos. Just that's a nice, again, quality of life. Combo tools are always quality of life tools, which is fine. Hopefully he will be unbanned in season 3, El Hermano himself. Krillin, alright, Krillin. A lot of people like this, way more people like Krillin than I thought, you know. I get it too, he's a little gangster. If you don't know Dragon Ball for some reason, then you might be like, why do people like this guy? Like, why do people like Krillin? But he's a little gangster, he's cool. They split the inputs between rocks and senzu beans, and now you have infinite senzu beans. So that's a lot of blue life gaining for you. Originally, I thought the main reason they were keeping him down was because of senzu bean. So I'm kind of glad to see this change. And his new assist, his B assist, is a beam. So instead of throwing those rocks, now you have a beam. You have a reason to play him. And now maybe people won't downplay him so much and say he's super, super bad. Him just having this, you'll see him a bunch when the new patch drops, for sure. Just him having that one change. So, Nappa. Nappa, it looks like his first thing is a combo tool. They say it's a combo tool. They changed how this hits on airborne opponents. Again, combo tool, quality of life. Probably fixing some problem that barely anyone knows about. This character's pretty rare. And his supers can now be charged for new properties. Of course, very vague to just say different properties, but sounds pretty interesting. So he only has 2. He's got the level 3 and he's got the level 1, but you could charge them now. That's definitely like a day 1 check. Fun side note, I usually try to make sure the characters I play beat Nappa, because I don't like Nappa. So we gotta check this day 1. Just disclaimer. Piccolo, Big Green, one of my old friends, Piccolo. So this activates at 5 frames, right? So they made the guard point faster. This activates in 5 frames, so them making it faster, my theory is then that means it's 4. I don't think they'll make it 1, because this is 1, obviously, in the custom bar. But there's a type of reversal in this game. It's pretty common. And where is it for user? So he's gonna do it, right? Okay. It's the 4-frame reversal. It's pretty common. So when you have a 4-frame reversal, you can challenge here. So for example, like Tien can do it. Actually do this. Tien can do this. I'm pretty sure Nappa can do this. They could challenge here with stuff with their 4-frame reversal. But Piccolo cannot. He has to use a bar. So this is actually like a pretty useful thing. When you have a 4-frame reversal, that means you can challenge here. Piccolo can't do that right now. Whoops. Oh wait, he can't. Never mind. He definitely can't challenge here. He gets hit. Generally when you have 4-frame reversals though, you can challenge here with your 4-frame reversal move. You can challenge after plus frames, small plus frames, stuff like that. That's a pretty nice change for him. I also let him use it more in neutral. You saw people use this in neutral depending on their team build. Like if you have like tackle assist, or like even Tien, I can do it with Tien, like something like that. That's pretty useful. You can catch a move and then do this, call the assist, and now you're like in or plus or whatever. This one actually gets me a little tight. So they changed his assist, this assist, so that 2 comes out now instead of 1. Now, why does it bother me so much? I already feel like that assist is really stupid, and they made it stupider. And what I mean is, like, this homes in on you, so you can't listen to people who say, oh my god, is a Ki Blast just super dash it. If they say that, they definitely do not know what they're talking about. This thing comes at you, yeah, you can super dash it, but it just chases you wherever you go. So, like, eventually, you have to burner assist, or, like, Ki Blast it, or risk the super dash, and you know the person who called it is moving in a way to look for super dash at the same time. So, them having 2... I mean, on the one hand, there's more beams available in the game, but, like, that's a lot of neutral coverage for just, like, 1 button press to have them following you like that. That's mad stress. My thought would be that, because Piccolo's assist here is kind of quick. Like, you see how that's kind of slow, and that's kind of slow? I feel like it's going to be, like, 1 fast one and then 1 slow one or something like that. Interesting, but it's definitely going to be super annoying. So, we got Tien. So Tien... Oh, Krillin is throwing a rock. Okay. So they made this safer. I mean, it's a heavy attack. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, super safe. Like, this is -9, for example, right? So they made this less disadvantageous. I guess to just kind of be, like, keep it more like other characters. Like, for the most part, characters are, like, I would say as low as -8. Like that, or as high as like -11 or so. I don't think Piccolo has -11. It's usually -8 to like -11. Tien's is -12. That's probably the only one in the game that's like that. So that's not a bad change. This lets you charge meter, and apparently the lockdown has increased, which is crazy because it's already +23. This is a pretty good change for him actually, because he'll be able to do offense by himself, creating his own plus frame, stuff like that. If he has an assist with him, he'll be able to do absolute nonsense because you already have all the blocks done from that, and to be able to do like some type of high-low mix-up or something, as long as your second assist has enough blocks done. But that is pretty crazy. Of course, we know that when you slide knockdown, this tracks too. So like combine that with more blocks done and assist, and you have all sorts of shenanigans. That sounds really good. Alright, so technically the last group, we're gonna have one more character after this, Zamasu, right? But technically the last group, we're gonna start with my homie Trunks, old homie Trunks. Let me peep this note. So it's about EX flip. So they have changed this basically every season. So in the original season, he flipped, you can control it, whatever. This season they really messed with the momentum. Like he goes really far. And now you could also move at least down, maybe up as well, just as vertical movement. So you'll be able to have like left, right movement, up, down movement. It's gonna be all like super out of control. I'm actually surprised at giving him like vertical. I'm assuming just down again, because he doesn't have a 12 low, and they would have mentioned that because people want him to have that despite him not needing it. And I mean, I don't know what he's going to do with it going down besides combos. It could be used for combos. Definitely going to be interesting to explore. His B assist is now Masenko, we've seen it, and that is sick. A lot of people are saying they want to play him just because he has a beam assist now. Welcome, friends, if you are going to try him, and good luck. Vegeta, base Vegeta. So now you can aim this upwards by hitting 8 up. So he has JS and J8S now, and his 2 and 4S. So that is this move. The I showed you my. Okay, so this move right here. I showed you my command grab. Enter me, right? So this adds extra damage to the following supers, because the main thing is this move actually doesn't do any damage. Of course, the main benefit of doing it is that you get the additional frame advantage from the level 3 like this. So this is gonna be like, I believe it's like plus 43, something like that. So now it'll give it a damage boost too, which is kind of nice. Vegeta Blue, hyper speed character. So he got the same change as Teen Gohan, where his level 5 has more frame advantage. I actually don't know what the frame advantage is on this. Probably, oh, it's not bad. It's plus 22, but apparently he has more now. They upped the damage of his current assist and his B, which they didn't really say what his B assist was, but they said it's easier to use versus grounded opponents. My guess is it's almost certainly the kicks. It just is which order. Which order is it? That's the only question. Vegito. They said this move, not wrong move, but 2S, easier to use in combos. B assist is a rush attack. There's only really 2 options. It could be a normal, but I doubt it. He does have a special move that counts as a rush attack to me, which would be these. Which would be pretty good. I mean, if it's this version, he is staying in there for a while. His EX version, his normal version, I can see it. Good for mix-ups, obviously, if it has blocks done. His current assist is pretty controversial. Most people think it's bad. I think it's pretty good in its specific context, of course. So him having another option would, again, encourage more people to at least try him out some more. we already got Videl out, so Videl, this move now goes to projectiles. When I see the word projectiles, I want to assume Ki Blast, but they usually will say Ki Blast, so it could be like a cooler-esque, like it goes through projectiles, like straight up. That would be really strong. She doesn't have like Ki Blast per se, so she does get zoned pretty hard. And you gotta remember, she doesn't have normal reflect either. She's got dodge, so she gets zoned pretty hard. If you can't deal with this, it's mad strong, but most characters who are good can deal with this pretty easily. So being able to like dice roll and use this to get into is definitely a nice quality of life change. And this now seems to be frame 1. So I guess the way it reads is that apparently you could hit this, which you can. That's kind of sick. See, disclaimer, I like it when I can hit things like that. She has a DP, you know, she has a DP as well. I think it's this input. Yeah, so she has a DP and the bad dodge and the counter, but they want you to use the counter more, so they're gonna make it frame 1. I guess all that time to get into the pose, they thought people weren't using it enough, or people didn't have a reason to use it, so instead they're gonna make it, when they say as soon as it starts, it has to be frame 1. Cool. Now Yamcha. So Yamcha, they buffed this. There's a few reasons to buff this, actually. So, one is that this probably won't happen that much, but there is definitely a context where this will whiff against like the super dash will just like go through, like, and land. So that being more consistent is pretty good. Also, I guess there's this. The fact is, like, that move kind of just is kind of inconsistent against jump attacks, so people would have to use this. But of course, if you've played Yamcha or watched people play Yamcha, you know that doing his too heavy is a huge risk, so they're giving him a better anti-air, which is nice. They buffed the air version. Why does this matter? Because, whoops, I probably should make him do like that. Please jump. Let's make him do it like this. There you go. So like it works, like sometimes it's not actually head invincible. If you look at the properties, you're basically working with hitbox. It's only the EX version that is, and usually the EX version clashes with super dashes and then wins, right? So the air version being buffed, you might not have to use meter, which is nice, and he will have some more air control. His jab is actually good against super dashes, but this will be a little bit easier for people. And his B assist is also his Kamehameha, which is, again, same as Krillin. It's not like people weren't picking Yamcha, is that there's more flexibility. And then there's also the thing that towards the end of Season 2, people did pick Yamcha less. So despite the assist being really good, and this is one of my thoughts too, this assist is like really, really good. We all know. Some people were saying it's the best in the game. I don't think so. But it's definitely one of the best assists in the game. But in a game where people are playing beams and this doesn't go full screen, that means you have to run at them. Running at them is hard. That's the thought process people went when they were like, maybe I should stop playing Yamcha. So him having a beam now, again, not like people aren't playing him, but again, more people will play him again. Okay, so last character. So Zamasu, last character, ABC order, I guess, because we started 16. Zamasu, they increased untech time, so this is just a combo change. Nothing about it hitting crouchers or anything like that. And they talked about his C assist, which is a wide AoE assist, which it's hard to say what it could be. It could be orbs. I would guess that it's this. It's the only move that suggests wide area of effect to me. How that works, who knows? Because this type of, like, going back to Beerus 2, this type of assist is a whole new type of assist in the game. There's no assist like that right now, so there's no way to know how it's going to affect the game, how it's going to be used. Is it going to be like super broken, or is it not going to be that good because it's slow? Like, we don't really know. But that is it for now. These are the initial character changes. Once they have the patch notes up, I'll stream and talk about them, because of course, you know, this video is almost an hour. It's probably like 45 minutes or so. The full character notes will take way longer to go through. This is only 2 or 3 things per character, right? And we will go on to the system mechanics we have noticed next time. So if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, whatever, let me know in the comment section. like, and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.